There's a no, they have 2 variants of it. That's right. There's a 14.5 too. I think.
Let me check right quick.
No.
I think the NSV was the 14.
Oh,
The
yeah.
14.5 has been phased out.
Okay. So 12/7. Anyway, they'll still fuck your day up. This right here, guys. This next one, AGS 30. Grenade machine gun. Basically, the Russian Mark 19. You'll see it on vehicles, specifically more of like Botniks or, and we'll get to those, like the smaller wheeled vehicles and stuff like that. These don't really show up on tanks in the mod, but they do show up on the smaller Vics. So
KPV,
these
that's
will ruin your day as well. You guys know the drill with the AGS 30. The Metis. You guys
we should
know
all
what
be
this
familiar
is. We should
with
all
the
be
Metis.
familiar with the Metis. Do I need
It'll
to go
ruin
over
your
that?
day.
It will ruin your day if you don't kill it. So that's a priority, guys. Make sure, especially if we have vehicles in the field, that needs to die. If you guys see that.
At least they can't carry fucking thermobaric rounds in this.
Yeah. And the cord?
Thermobaric rounds in the cord?
What?
Hold on.
Holy thermo 50 cal.
No, just people in the cords over there that are muted. I can't really hear what they're saying. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a Portnos.
Potnos, yeah, this is their mortar. I believe it's a 81 millimeter, I think. Yes. So yeah, it's 81 millimeter mortar for them. Pretty indirect fire. If you guys see this, you guys know what to do. It's mortar. It's probably gonna ruin your day.
If you get elevated above one, I have seen them direct fire the fuckers.
Oh, okay. Can you guys not get out?
Oh, we can.
That's why. It's not an 81, it's an 82.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the fucking Ruskies, they build everything at least 1 millimeter
D30,
bigger
guys.
so they can use our rounds.
Now, what needs to be noted about these is there's 2 different variants. There is the artillery version, which I believe this is the representation of, yes. And then there's also an AT version that they basically can shoot straight across. Both of them can shoot at level, but there's one that can't elevate.
Both of them will also ruin your day.
Yes. So RD pieces.
The difference is one fires a high velocity round, the other one fires a low velocity artillery round.
There you go. So yeah, D30, big guns of doom, Zoo 23. You'll be seeing these maybe a little bit. I think honestly, with how much we've killed these in the past, it's like we've killed the entire world production run of these things, honestly. So we'll get some variety, but you guys will see zoos once in a while. Mainly probably going to be base defenses. So
they are fucking terrifying.
Keep that in mind. Alright. Pretty easy. Alright, boys and girls. Any questions on the placed weapons?
Take that as a no.
I'm taking that as a no. Everybody follow me. Alright.
You know, that looks like one of them, like, Walmart chairs that you get.
So, anybody tell me what this is?
T-55.
A tank.
Russian.
Who said T-55?
Minnie, what is this?
Without looking, the guy who is supposed to know
Go
the
stand
difference.
against a wall.
Without looking at the scroll wheel.
I didn't say T-55, I just said Russian.
Yeah, that
what
was
is it though?
Tank.
Tank. What is it, Minnie?
T-60.
It is a Ural.
Yes.
It's
T-62.
72.
Oh.
72.
72.
I was off by 10.
And how can you tell it's a 72? Let me ask
Turret
you
shape.
what you need to look for when you're identifying these kind of tanks.
It's
When you're looking at things, what kind of sight is on the turret there? Because you guys should be able to see that. It's pretty prominent.
Dazzler.
72s are going to have that single like that. Also,
By the way,
you can also look at here is the fuel tanks, like on the
rockets.
back. Any of the newer stuff, you'll see it on the 90, but they're a little bit different. They're not as spaced out. There's also the logs on the back here, and you also can do right on this tank. So That's how the T-72 is going to look.
If you have to shoot at this from the
Mainly, it's
front,
going to probably have dishkums on it or a cord. I've seen one with a cord on it.
You're coming across.
Yep.
yeah, if you have to shoot at this from the front, the best spot is this little dazzler.
I can't even hear him over here.
Isn't that a flashlight?
You
I
can't.
can hear him.
I can't hear him. He's like really far away.
I'm
Hi.
right here.
I can hear him.
Yeah, he's coming through perfect clear for me.
Yeah, same here.
Where am I for you, Waller?
You're in the turret still.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys are
you're on
both
drugs
over
then, because
here.
I'm on the tank,
Oh,
literally standing on it.
okay. That's why I apologize if I was talking over you, dude. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, someone's lagging. I think
That would be you.
maybe me. Hang on.
Hey,
I
Yeah,
did
wow.
try to get in the turret, but it wouldn't let me.
I'll be
Anyway,
right back.
yeah, the best place to shoot this thing, if all you have is the front, is this IR dazzler next to the barrel.
Wouldn't that act the space armor technically?
Theoretically should, but apparently doesn't.
Cups don't because Cup doesn't have that for space armor. It's just Cup's dumb. So
It's still.
Theoretically, or realistically, there's the same amount of armor there, but in Cup, that is considered lower armor, I guess. For some reason. I don't know. If you get a shot at the rear, the tanks and engine are amazing. Oh, hey, I'm in the turret.
Oh, I just heard him.
there we go.
Now he got,
What the fuck?
I guess
I don't
the
know
server
what's
just
happening.
woke up.
I guess so.
I just went into
Oh.
Zeus apparently, and it all woke up. You guys hear me now? Can't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You move for me? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. I must have been hanging on something.
Well,
That's weird.
while you were hung, or when you went into Zeus, it teleported me onto the turret.
Huh.
Whee!
Okay.
So I went to where you saw me,
Huh. That's a little weird.
and then but I was
Anyway.
able to get out in front.
Okay.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, T-72.
Weak points, dazzler, engine, fuel tanks.
The big one, the big kill shot for you guys with AT is going to be the fuel tanks on these. So I'm
pretty sure those are not hooked up. Those are like.
they're extra. It's
Technically,
extra.
it's fucking supposed to be external, but I don't know how Cup deals with that.
This is a really easy target to hit though with your missiles, and just it causes big ol' explosion of doom. So.
I mean, it would probably put fire on the engine deck. That's not good.
All right.
Alright, what's this one, gentlemen?
Without looking.
Oh, the next one? That's definitely a T90.
This is another
Incorrect.
girl.
This is literally another T-70. It's the exact
I'm not
thing.
talking about that one. I'm talking about the one over there.
Okay, yeah, that's a 90.
Yeah.
It's got the feed me Chechen's eyes.
Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, guys. T-90. If you
Eyes
see
of
those
doom.
looking back at you,
Run.
Run.
Just run.
yeah.
Don't stand there. Be gone.
If those are
Treat
looking
yourself
at you like
a
that,
thought.
that is the telltale sign. That's the telltale sign of a T-90
Breaks
is
it.
the eyes. So,
Make like a thought and be gone.
Yeah, eyes, angular armor on the fucking turret, the fact that it's got a cord instead of a fucking dishka.
Yep.
Great shot from the front is only going to be treads, barrel, or if you can
Run.
fucking land it right up underneath the fucking turret. But
yeah.
that's a hell of a shot.
Especially if it's
I have not
mobile.
done any testing on the T90, so I can't tell you what the actual weak point is in Cup.
The 90 and the cups, the little limited testing I did with the fuel tanks, again, like the 72, and I think the rear shots are going to probably be your best bet, or calling air, honestly.
Or tracks, or
Yeah.
I mean gun barrel.
Tracks won't kill it or stop it shooting back, though.
Yeah, but they'll freak
This means
the
we
tank.
get maneuver
They'll
advantage.
It'll frank the
It'll
crew
probably
out. It'll
freak the crew out and they'll bail.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is,
Yeah,
blow
that's
up my
actually-
Maz, fire HE in front of the thing to create a makeshift smoke screen, and then run.
Don't
Wait,
think
no,
that'll
okay.
work too well, unfortunately.
Just start
but...
carrying smoke.
If you guys don't have AT for some reason, you have one of these roll up on you. In terms of like, if you still have like say HE Moz, try and go for track shots. That's going to be your best bet. Try and force a crew bail because the AI that we've seen, they tend to crew bail pretty early. They don't like
They
to stay in the
don't.
tanks.
Or
Yeah,
if you
they
can't
don't
do
like
that,
being in an
roll
immobilized
onto your
tank.
bellies. and
Mhm.
surrender.
Or call us and we'll come rolling up there with something and kill it with something that can probably kill it. So
For
anyway,
some reason, when I aim
Yep.
down sights, I get a HUD.
Let's surrender.
Actually, yeah, no,
so
that's the.
this is who. You guys should all know what this is. It's pretty iconic.
This is a ZSU 23-4.
Yep.
Shilka.
Also known as a
Also
Shilka.
fucking terrifying.
Soviets
I
first.
remember this
It'll ruin your
rolling
day.
up on commandos and then having to kill it with a tank.
Yep.
It could be differentiated from the Tunguska over there because
Smaller.
it's got a pie pan for a radar dish.
Yes.
Also,
got
there's
the
no
round
missiles on the
dish?
sides.
Yeah,
That
there's
doesn't
no
have
missiles.
fucking
It's all
missiles.
shits
Those
in the
gun
middle.
barrels.
But silhouette-wise, pie pan.
Yeah. And this thing, again, side shots, rear shot will probably insta-kill this thing pretty much.
Front
It's
shot,
pretty
even
much
with
made
the
out of
armor
aluminum.
on this thing is really weak, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lightly armored, but ZSU 23-4.
Yeah.
Shilka.
Mini, what's this?
No, hold on. Waller, what's this called?
What?
What is this called, Waller?
The Tucson-
You still can't get it right.
Angusta.
Tunguska. There you go.
There you go.
Tongue twister.
I know that's
It's a tongue
impressive.
twister of a name sometimes.
Tongue twister. That's its
Uh-huh.
new name.
Tongue twister. But
The Icarian
is-
name for it.
this is the most state-of-the-art SHORAD that pretty much that they have in the game from Russia. I know they probably have better ones now in terms of real world, but this thing is probably one of the more terrifying things to see. If we see these in the field or the Shilka, this is like priority numero uno to needs to die. These both need to die. These both need to die. So
Don't think it's modeled in ARMA, but the missiles the Tunguska carried are optically guided, so they can't be countermeasured.
yeah, and it's not normal.
The fuck did you just do to the radar?
It just went faster. Don't worry about it. It's lag.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Fucking
it.
Tunguska on crack.
But
Fucking
this
milli-
has
mi-
the
that was
double barrel
millimeter wave
23
radar.
mils, the radar guided rounds, all that fun stuff. That's you've got 4 barrels, same thing. Again, this is weak as hell in terms of armor, but these aren't designed to be taking shots from tanks. So
It's armored against small arms, really, and that's pretty much it.
mhm.
So who
Maybe
knows the
50.
differences between all the BMPs?
we'll go through it.
You want me to go
It
through it?
depends on what you
Yeah,
mean
go
by
ahead,
all
Zach.
the BMPs.
Zach, you're up. Go ahead, Cash.
Alright.
Difference is the main gun.
All right, guys, pay attention, please.
Key difference, main gun, BMP2. You're looking at an autocannon, dual fed, HE and AP. This thing likes to pretend it's one of those and try and shoot down aircraft with both its cannon and its missiles. So, you know,
Especially
toe.
helicopters.
That is a toe on top, by the way.
Yes.
basically, yeah. It's,
Yeah.
not a toe, but that's how it works. It's like a toe.
I think its actual name is like the Fago or some shit.
Depends
faggot.
which variant of the two, but yeah.
Fake.
It's
Go
the
ahead, Zach.
faggot.
BMP-2K, this thing has an antenna in place of its gun barrel to try and fool you and pretend, hey, I'm not a command vehicle, I'm not important, don't pay any attention to me
This
over
is
here.
a laser.
Keep an eye out for, the whole mounted MG, all these boxes on the back. As soon as you can pick that silhouette out from a distance, you'll know that, hey, pretty important vehicle here usually. Somebody
Actually, the missile
fancy
on
is
top.
somebody's gonna be riding in it, being an
Somewhat
asshole.
important, so
Ambulance.
Do
gun
not
arms.
shoot.
if it's marked,
Shooting
please
is a
don't.
war crime.
Yep.
So only
Is
I'm allowed to do
disabling
it.
it a war crime?
Technically,
Yes.
I think attacking them in general is supposedly a war crime, but that doesn't stop many people. Most of them just use that big diamond as a target.
Yeah.
God damn it. Did Brexit fucking disappear again?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, Zach, take this one, sir, because this is
Alright,
the one that's important.
so, as a general notice to
Yeah.
you, we've issued a requisition with the Icarian Marine Corps, and we have at our disposal, once again, BMP-3s. So, we use these as well as the Russians. 100mm gun, fires HE frag, 30mm coaxial autocannon, HE, AP, The gun is also capable of firing ATGMs, and just generally all around a bad day. Also has 2 hull NGs mounted for passengers to use. They don't have a very wide
Their firing
field
arc
of
is
fire.
shit.
Traverse, yeah.
Yeah, it really is like.
And there's no real aiming. There's no, yeah, see, that's about what you get. And
That's
the aiming, there's no aiming article for it. So it's
So-
legitimately just to suppress.
They're a suppression thing, make people keep their heads down while this thing's advancing. But if we're using one in an AO, we will definitely make sure, be like, hey guys, we've got one of these, be aware.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
we'll try and tell you where we're at. And we're
be
also...
aware, Z is working on a paint job for it, so it will be differentiated by the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not going to count that until we have it, just because, you know, life happens.
That's true.
Alright, Mini.
Goofy.
Mini.
This has a thing on the front.
Ah,
What is this?
Goofy.
What's the designation?
Don't look, no mouse wheel,
Don't.
no mouse wheel.
Get away, Mini. I'll shoot you.
Do I get a cookie if I get it?
Wolf, I know you know this stuff.
Can
I'm
he
making
have
sure
my
he
cookie
knows
if he
this
gets
stuff.
it?
It's a T-62, he says.
Yes. I have no clue. It's Russian. That's all I know.
BRDM2. Okay.
It's
Remember
Russian,
that.
and I can probably kill it with a Moz.
Yes.
Oh no, you could definitely get one of these.
BRDM2, this is basically, it's a reconnaissance vehicle. It's been in service since, like, literally, I think,
60s?
the beginning of the Cold War. They've had this thing for a long time.
I want to say the 60s.
Yeah, 60. It's like
50s,
50s, 60s.
50s.
Go ahead,
Forget
Zach.
the variants.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't have all the variants. This was the only one that they have.
Oh yeah, I suppose they wouldn't, because old.
Yep.
It was technically 8-wheeled, and it's amphibious.
Mm-hmm. There's more wheels
I
down
like-
below.
Yeah, technically.
But,
They're not even really wheels, they're just kind of metal drums.
these are actually NBC capable. These are one of the first vehicles ever to be. That was one of the cool little facts that I learned when I actually went right into this. This is one of the first ones that they made. So if you see this running around, there's probably a reconnaissance force or something of that nature. The Russians tend to use that more of just kind of recon and movement of recon troops. They don't really use it in offensive stuff. They have better things for it. All right, Mini, without looking, what is this?
ERDM.
It's the other one.
Oh my god, Mini, I'm gonna stab you.
It's the other one. It's really
Really easy,
fun to
Mini.
play with.
BTR.
Which variant? What number?
Yay. Ooh, can you get this part?
1,
No,
2.
no.
We're gonna be here for a while.
You got one more guess, Mini. What number BTR is this?
62.
I mean, he's closer.
Closer. I mean, it's not. It's, at least he didn't
He no
say
longer
BTR
thinks it
40.
was made in 1901. So,
So Mini and everybody, BTR 90. This is the HQ variant. This is the
Yeah.
most advanced APC, wheeled APC that they will have. Okay, this
Kill it.
thing is actually terrifying, and then I'll show you why with the next one. The HQ variant basically doesn't have a gun. All it has is the
MG.
MG on top. So keep
Is that
that
a
in mind when
PKM?
you're looking at this. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
BTR 90. This is the regular APC variant. Now, what's scary about this vehicle is it's got the 30. It's got a autocannon, as you can see. It also has the missile launcher on top there. And if I remember right, there is a mortar modeled on there. Is that mortar actually selectable?
It should be.
Hang on, what was that, Cash? Oh, it's a grenade launcher. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an AGS-30. I forgot about that.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's an AGS-30. I thought it was a mortar. So.
there are mortar variants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
it's
they're
an
mortar variants in
AGS-30
Cup,
on there.
but they exist.
And they can carry infantry. This is also airdroppable, so VDV do have these.
And
VDV
they
also
use-
have BMPs too. So
And these have thermal optics as well.
yes. So
Everything here is airdroppable except the tanks.
yes.
TLDR, just fuck my shit up.
This needs to die. If you guys see this, this is something that you need to be really worried about when you guys see it in the field. Okay.
Wait, I thought the BT or the BMDs were the ones designated for airdropping.
Well, they do BMPs also, so they have two different versions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're getting into the arty pack here. Okay.
BMPs are.
What's this one? This one
airdroppable, but
is
it's hard.
the 281.
2S1.
2S1.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a
Be advised that cannon can be fired as a direct weapon.
Also, be advised, this thing can swim.
Yes.
Yes.
It's amphib.
Those
Isn't that
are the BTRs, by the
terrifying?
way.
What was that, Cancer?
There were the BTRs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Pretty much
BMPs.
everything in the Russian arsenal that isn't a tank or a transport girl can swim.
They need a
Amphib,
navy
yeah.
What
somehow.
about the BMD? Can that swim?
Actually,
Yes.
that's the only artillery piece that can swim.
Yeah, this one right here.
2S19.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think this is it's got an autoloader on the back.
Yeah, it should, if it's modeled correctly.
Yeah, it's right there.
It doesn't animate, but it's there.
No, but it's there. Yeah, so if you guys see these, that's what these are. There's arty pieces. Again, here is another, this is the 2S3. Right here. Again, arty piece, indirect fire. Oh yes, everybody's favorite 2S5.
Is you can shoot the gunner.
Yep.
Where they took an office chair and welded it to the hull.
Look at the
Gotta
beam.
reuse equipment somehow.
So
Actually, no. You cannot shoot the gunner.
Oh god.
it's
That's just
invisible.
That's
Gunner's
just a seat for
invisible.
somebody to ride in. That's all.
They put a dummy there, so when you shoot the dummy, they think the gunner's dead, and then it just fires on you.
What the heck is this thing? I've actually
Rear gun.
never seen.
It's an MLRS.
It's BM22.
This is probably,
Kind of.
well,
I know.
this is the second closest variant, or second closest Russian equivalent to the MLRS
Oh,
Mars.
okay.
The closest
It's-
is a Smerch.
It's just sitting right there. But yeah, it's an MLRS system,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
is redundant.
More
so,
accurate
you
than
know,
the BM21, bigger rockets than the BM21, longer range.
Yeah, and then you have the Smerch, which is
This is
basically
fucking
an MLRS.
laser accurate, massive rockets. But
Hey,
only a
look.
few of them.
It's the thing
Yes.
Achilles tagged with a disposable rocket launcher.
Yeah,
Good.
if we see these, like this variant at least, that's a problem. Big problem, because that's something that is going to escalate at a lot higher level than or
That's a
would be
nuclear variant
tactically.
then.
Well, there is nuclear HE, and then I think there's a cluster variant as well.
Usually, yeah,
Chemical,
they have three,
biological.
and they can, yeah, fucking. It's a big ballistic missile. You can basically stick anything. You can basically stick anything in the warhead and call it a day.
Yeah, we're not quite at intercontinental level though. Thank God.
No, but it's still an issue that we'll have to deal with. So,
Yeah, it's theater ballistic weapons. Yay!
Mhm.
High mobility artillery.
Yup. The A222, what the
Okay.
variant's called.
Why not?
Basically, they said, "Hey, we're gonna put a turret on this," so there you go.
I mean,
this is basically a fucking a railgun on wheels.
Yup. And this is a toss.
This is not an MLRS. It's a heavy flamethrower because Russia.
What?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is actually classed as a heavy flamethrower because it fires napalm rockets.
Okay.
Oh god.
Well, at least it didn't catch on fire itself.
They
Yeah.
tend to do that, by the way.
Yes,
Alright, run back down here.
Alright, in the direction we fired the rockets. Let's go.
Go, see if we can intercept them.
They're gonna land in the ocean, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Although we are having fish for dinner.
cool.
for the next
Pre-boiled.
3 weeks as they wash up on shore.
Char-grilled?
No, I think charbroiled.
Do I need to go over these?
I mean,
Minnie, what is this?
you would.
Minnie, what is this?
T90.
Fun to
No, be
shoot.
serious.
That's what
Minnie,
it
what
is.
is this?
Ural.
Yes, what kind is this?
Oh god. Ural 1.
What is
V-bed
it?
Minnie,
kind.
come here, come here.
Minnie!
It's a
There's
V-bed.
a big fuck off sign on the side!
It's a V-bed.
It's something
And-
that I want to hit very much with Moz.
Okay.
Good job.
Minnie, I'm asking you an OSHA question. What is that sign?
A safety violation. Explosion.
Explosives. Good job, you know. Good. Good.
Naked Euro. What's a naked Euro?
Minnie,
Less fun to hit.
Yeah, what's this one, Minnie?
Much more fun to hit if there are people on it. Extremely fun to hit. Fuel.
Okay.
Depends on what's in it, but could be sort of fun to hit, but usually not, just because if there's not ammunition they're carrying, boring. Oh god, more
Alright.
shit. How much do they
These are
make?
UAZs? Right
millions.
They literally go, right, what can we use this for? Everything.
I mean, US comes up with, like, a few variants, Humvee, and then they just put a bunch of different shit on it, but it's still called a Humvee. Why?
Jeep, Mutt, Humvee.
These are all called the same thing.
here. It's all UAZs. It's just they have different things. You've got your dish
Use the
gum,
YouTube.
you've got your transport, you've got your AGS, you've got your Metis, and you've got your command kind of covered transport down there.
Why does this one look so sad?
Because the lights got shut out.
It was made in Russia. Oh.
Oh no, the lights were
Actually,
those
no.
are- those
Why
are
does this
low
look
vis
so
lights.
sad?
Yeah,
those
those
are
are
black
the blackout
lights.
covers.
Alright. Can't hear.
These are your favorite things. We'll
Todd,
let you
tell us
talk
about
them.
your favorite vehicles of all time.
Zavodnik?
Yes.
Zavodnik is an armored vehicle.
good to
Essentially
know.
equivalent to an MRAP. Take a guess as to whether or not it's amphibious.
Of course.
It can
Everything
swim.
is.
Yes. And it's got, they generally have 2 turret mounts, 1 front, 1 rear, which can have either AGS-30, machine gun, and the machine gun can be either PKM or cord. There is also a variant with a, I believe, 40 mil turret that can go on top, but I don't see
It's
it
a
here.
BTR-80 autocannon.
Yeah, it's silly. I don't see it here, but I remember it being in cup.
It is there. It is a thing.
Yeah.
They're,
I just
so
didn't-
they're essentially incredibly deadly minivans.
Minnie? Minnie?
Yeah.
What do you do about this one?
Which one?
You knew.
Well-
You aim for the red mark.
Yep. Sounds about right.
No, but
I wish I could smack him around the back of the head.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Just
wouldn't
do
matter. I have a
this.
helmet.
Wait,
Don't kill,
wait,
it's medical.
Wait. Bam.
You do not engage that under any circumstances.
Unless if it fires at you first.
Yeah, unless the
That'd be
guys in there
impressive,
start shooting
considering
at
it doesn't
you.
have a
What if
gun.
I see a
Or
bunch of
turret.
Chinese hop out?
So
Chinese
I mean-
fire drill.
I mean, if they jump out, if they drive up to us and then they jump out to assault us, then yes, that vehicle is fair game.
Actually,
I
real
feel like
question.
if that vehicle's driving up
Yeah.
real fast,
If
that's
they jump
also
out
fair
and
game.
they have weapons, yes,
No.
no, or maybe.
If they jump out, have weapons, and engage you,
Yes.
Got it.
yes.
medics can be armed. They just can't actually
Earplugs,
attack.
earplugs.
Don't fire that, please.
The only thing
BM21,
that transmitted was fire that, please.
please don't fire that. BM21,
Killjoy.
I am a killjoy, sorry. We got a lot to do.
And
Okay.
then high-speed death on cocaine.
Yes.
BM21s are scary because they're
I'm just
rocket
gonna say
artillery,
this:
and they
don't
can
do
direct
not
fire.
pull a Werner and try and aim this at people and use it at point blank range, please, because it usually will not end well for you.
They also have
Okay.
a very large blast
Yes.
radius.
And you will get the nickname.
Rago.
It's 122 millimeter rockets. Of course, it has a large blast radius.
We're gonna be a
Otherwise.
while.
I mean, wait, didn't the last time Warner used this, he like nuked the whole entire town?
Yes, that's why I said please don't aim that. Please, honestly, if you guys need to use captured equipment, this is on the list of stuff you do not use. Just don't.
Unless you're using it from a distance.
Just don't. Just call me first before you decide to pull the trigger
The
on that,
absolute
okay?
minimum range you want to fire this at is like 150 meters.
Yeah, he was firing at like 50, and it was not going well for him.
You will take yourself out if you fire it at 50.
Yes. So,
Also,
right
they
here,
died to one frag.
zoo.
Also that they will take
This
out
is
the entire compound.
you
if
roll
you
with the
throw a
zoo
frag.
on the back.
Again,
Just like that.
It's flatbed truck.
That.
They dropped that in the back and called it a unit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's high speed death on cocaine.
Yep.
These are even more terrifying than the static zoos.
Yes, because they
Really,
move.
they move.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a zoo in place.
But less
over there.
terrifying.
What?
Less terrifying
What?
for air because they can detect. Because the air units can detect those
Mm-hmm.
and bomb the piss out of them.
They also have really, like, hilariously large tires on this.
All right. Over here.
Anyway,
Grove.
moving on.
Look at those tires compared to every
Damn it.
other fucking Ural.
Yeah.
Where's the
Yeah.
gas?
Go forwards.
Hush.
MIA.
You are 8.
Yep.
There's the
These
hip.
are all the different variants down here of the MI8. We'll talk about the one on the end.
Yeah,
but
this chopper's pretty hip.
That's not
God.
an MI8.
Just
it's the mainstay transport helicopter for the Russian airborne.
This is the armed variant, isn't it? The one with the
Yes,
gun.
there is an
Pretty
armed
much
variant
everything,
down there.
almost everything they need to do transport with.
Yes.
Even gunship rolls.
Yep.
This is the arm.
can we put guns
that's
on
the
it?
other
Well, I don't see why we couldn't put guns on it.
Minnie, what's the one on the end down there? The big fucker.
Aim for the red star.
What is it? What's the variant? Tell me.
The easiest one to hit.
Big and stupid.
Okay.
That's all I got. I have no idea.
MI.
26.
It's an MI.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever put that paint job on, thank you.
The MI6. The MI6. The MI6
Fuck's
Minnie.
sake.
The call sign for this is the hook. That's the NATO call sign. So whenever, if you guys didn't know this, I know this is super basic for most of you, but NATO assigns all of these a call sign. That's the
Mostly
hook.
because y'all can't pronounce the Russian names.
Yeah, because the
Correct.
Russian name is fucking.
That's a hip.
Yep,
That's a hook.
hook, and we'll get over here to the.
There's
What
a
is
hind.
this, Minnie?
Hind.
Okay, what's the variant of that one?
Ooh.
Only 20. Oh shit, is it 8 or 6? 28. We'll go with that. Fuck it.
No,
Oh
it's not
my
a
God.
28.
28 looks like an Apache.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the new
28
one.
is
MI
bad.
26 Hind. MI 24
Do we,
Hind.
hold-
MI
do we have
24
any
Hind.
Havocs in our pack?
No, not anymore.
Oh, that was RHS, wasn't it?
So this is the
So
Victor.
it's a,
Oh, you meant literally like what? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I got no idea.
MI24V. Okay, how this is the difference between what you can tell the variants, guys, on the Hinds if you see them. The V's have the Gatling nose turret like that.
Yeah, and then the other one is a static
The
one.
P's, which is that one, has the fixed
Papa.
autocannon. Yeah.
and then
Difference
the
in
super,
survivability.
The Super Hind has a different turret, so
yeah, the Super Hind
But
is the
those
one
are
that we used to
important.
fly. Had the really long fucking chin gun.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
survivability
yeah,
is
okay.
about the same. You just need to worry about this because that can fuck your
Yeah.
shit up from a lot of different angles.
So
The really fast firing 50 cal.
Unless we're up against Russian army, they don't really have night vision capability.
no, which yeah,
Which, guess what we're doing next planet?
Russian army. All right, what's this, Minnie?
Wait, why me?
Yeah.
Said
and
Link.
why
Because
you?
you're the weakest link.
Well, yeah, I don't know Russian shit mostly.
This is why we're doing this, Minnie.
Weirdly enough, you
MI
have a Russian
MIBN.
enthusiast as a team leader.
No.
K60.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go for it. It's K60.
It's a Kasaka.
The Kasaka. There is a
course, yeah.
variant. We've seen this. It's had the variant. There's one with a grenade launcher off the side. It's got rockets and it can carry like 8 people in the back.
Mhm.
It's basically the Russian copied the Dolphin that we built for the Coast Guard. And
Funny
we made the helicopter
enough,
out of it.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong.
Uh,
Blue nose. The end.
Yeah, it's just a copy of. It's literally just a rip off of the Dolphin.
Dolphin.
And then the Chinese have a rip off of this.
Yes.
Yep. So one
Go ahead, guys.
less
Hang on.
interesting fact I discovered about the Kasaka is you can put anti-air missiles on it, like air-to-air missiles.
Radar.
So that's funny.
How
It
effective
doesn't
is
have
that?
radar. It mounts
Oh,
Iglos.
heat seeking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidewinder equivalents, but yeah, see those and air's operating in the area, and you can't tell what weapons on it. Just maybe let them know.
Yeah, hey, you got a Kasaka or something like that. Now, I'm going to ask these two right here at the same time.
Who are these two?
What are these two?
Take
These
it.
two
Ask
helicopters.
questions directed at me.
Yes, Minnie.
K-50,
Which
No.
one's the Ka-50?
the single-seater.
Okay, what's the double-seater then?
It's retarded stepbrother.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I got no other answer for you.
Ka-52. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the hint
52
was on
is
his
not
brother.
the retarded stepbrother. The 52 is the scarier one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the 50 is a single-seater. They actually don't fly those anymore. I read the other day they basically phased out the 50.
Good
Favor
riddance.
this.
And they've gone over to the using 28s pretty much.
Yeah.
There are other export nations that still fly the 50, but they're like Egypt.
Yeah. So,
And
K-52, go ahead. Bruh, bloody.
Oh, and us.
Yeah.
We're the other export nation that flies them.
Yeah. So, single-seater, those are really good. They don't have good vision in the cockpit, so just keep that in mind if you're seeing that.
Mhm.
If you get
This
behind
one
it or
has a bit better vision because
Yes.
Tuma.
and it's got the tumor on the top.
Also, also,
Longbow, basically Russian longbow.
Yeah.
So
The Ka-50 does not really have night vision capability
no,
or thermal,
this
which
does.
is nice. This thing can find you. If you're hiding, it will find you.
It sees you
And
when
kill
you're
you.
sleeping. It knows when you're awake.
Delivers
It shot
presents
English,
called
they
These
had
rockets.
rockets on the
guns.
side are S8 comms, which means they're armor-piercing HE rockets.
Basically Hydras.
Yeah.
The missiles on the
Spikers.
side are Vickers, laser-guided.
Basically
And
Hellfire.
same
Painkillers.
thing on there. It's just that one they have the anti-air missiles on that one. So
Igloos.
Yeah, these are Igloos.
They strapped a couple Igloos onto a fucking
Yeah.
helicopter. Said,
all right.
Russians strap Igloos onto everything, dude.
I know.
We tried it
Ridiculous.
with the Apache. It didn't go so well. So
No, but the Marines still put fucking AIM-9s on the Super Cobra.
all right, guys. Now this is called the Pachola. I think is how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. Or Pachula or something like that.
Looks like a
If you see
modified
this
V1.
flying around, this is their drone, basically. So you might see this if they're doing any operations or something like that. If you see this, please let us know, because that means something at a higher level is going on. So just if we see this around, they have the capabilities we do. That's not a good thing. So
It's not armed. It can't hurt you directly, but it can tell other things that can hurt you where you're at.
where you are. So
like the
Like,
2S1 or
I don't-
2S6
Yeah, like
or
that whole artillery battery over
the
there that would
TAWs.
just fuck your shit up.
Or any fucking aircraft in the fucking AO as well.
Yeah,
All right.
because it's got a laser on it too.
can't
so, you
fear.
know.
What is this airplane?
Happy Foxbat.
No. What is this airplane?
SU-24?
What is the call sign of it, Star?
Bitch? I don't know.
SU-24 is the fencer, I believe, is the
Yeah.
call sign for it. This is the premier strike aircraft, or strike tactical bomber for the Russians. They export,
Aardvark equivalent.
yeah, basically F-111. They export the shit out of this. The Syrians have this. I believe the Egyptians have it. A lot of countries have this.
Everyone and their mother.
Yeah.
Why is
So
there a lampshade up here?
Why is there an R2D2 unit? What the fuck's going on?
Isn't that an RWR?
it's their radar, I believe.
No, it's an RWR.
Fucking bedazzled
No,
that
radars
radar.
are in the nose.
It's either a radar or an RWR on the back. So
Probably hard to
But-
bear.
Expect them to
yeah.
have a radar.
There should be a lower dome too.
Either that or they're fans of Star Wars.
This does have it does have a lamp, a lantern equivalent on the bottom too, guys. Just keep that in mind. It's right there. Mainly they'll launch these from Russia or something like that and bring them in. So if you guys see these flying around, please call these out as SU-24s, because Foxbats are something way different, and we'll go over that. But these aren't really a
Yeah.
threat to air. This is more of a threat to us or at a our base and stuff like that. So this is the fencer. So this is that's that aircraft. All right.
I mean, I suspect it flies pretty fucking fast.
yes, it does. It can go.
So
Mach
what's the
something.
chances of me being able to fucking PID it if it just buzzes my ass in a split second?
You might be able to though, or you might see
Hey,
it
look,
on an
it's the
airfield.
radar.
So
It
I know
flies
what
with
this
its
one
nose open.
is.
What is this one, Zach?
It's not a
Fucking
lion. It's not a
TU-16
tiger.
Badger.
This is the badger.
Badger.
So yeah, that is way too small to be a bear.
Basically, the Russian version of a B-52.
Not even, dude.
What?
Not
No.
even close.
Ew.
The Canberra, I believe, was the equivalent.
Yes.
Was the B-57 actually, or no, the whatever the Canberra was.
Yeah,
So-
B-57.
It is meant to be piloted by midgets.
No.
Christ,
It's
don't
meant
fall
to
around
be-
in that
it's
fucking-
meant
It
to be
was an
piloted
early
by
attempt at a
Soviets
supersonic naval
who are
bomber.
essentially midgets because they don't have enough food to grow properly.
So, this one, what's kind of scary about this is
stick out.
the thing about this aircraft, guys, is the big missiles on the sides,
It's
and
because
it's
he
also
grew
got
up
a cannon,
with enough food.
I believe.
Also,
Yeah.
Yes, cannon here.
I was gonna say, those are anti-ship
okay,
missiles, aren't
yeah,
they?
so
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are.
The other
There's
thing,
nothing
Yeah.
land-based that needs that big a
because
missile.
ARMA is ARMA, there is one more thing you guys need to worry about. It's back here.
Turret gun.
Got it.
Tail gun?
Yes,
It's
there's a
the
tail
tail
gun.
gun.
And they will use this on you guys,
That's
by
a
the
belly
way.
gun.
That's the
There's
belly
a tail
gun.
gun there. They'll also
Big.
use that on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can use both.
I'm very scared. I could take control of the aircraft from the bombardier seat.
Yes.
And there is also a dorsal gun. If they roll slightly, they can use that on you too. So
So this turns into a gunship, okay, basically. That's the threat to you guys. Now, if we were on a boat map or something like that, and we have the fleet running around, and you see these get launched or something, that's like, hey, Odin,
They come for the fleet.
they're coming for the fleet, boys, kind of thing. All right.
ammo.
Yeah, this one right here, I will let Cash talk about. So,
I actually
TU-22
don't know this one.
backfire.
Come over here. Come over here quick.
yeah, follow Bilotti.
Over here?
Yeah, follow Bilotti. But go ahead, Zach.
This is why they call it the backfire.
Because the
there's
back
a
is
lot of
fire.
fire in back.
The back is just fire. That's it.
They also
This
have a
thing
gun
is a
here.
stupid fast naval bomber.
And an astromech.
You know, not something you have to super worry about on the ground. Because it's not that likely that they're going to send one of these after a fucking commando squad. They're more going to send this after an air base, an armored battalion, a naval fleet.
Nice, big, juicy targets.
But call it the fuck out because it's
They're
gonna
sending
be a
it
high-
after an airbase. So naval
Hey, I
base.
just had something scorch across the sky overhead. I think it's coming for you guys.
Yeah, this was designed, so just to kind of give you guys some history about the backfire. This was designed to kill aircraft carriers during the Cold War. That was literally its job. It would carry, was basically called the kitchen missile, and they would just fucking be a missile truck and fly really, really fast to about 200 miles from a battle group, and then just launch, and they'd fly like 6 or 7 of these loaded with missiles, and then they would just launch them.
More than
And
that.
that's
and
why
then
we
the,
have the Tomcat.
yeah, the F-14's job was to fucking murder these before they got close to the fleet.
Yes. So, you can thank this aircraft for the F-14. So, any questions on the backfire?
Because the
Speaking
backfire
of
was not big enough, they took
Big fuck off
they
fast
took
things.
2 of them and strapped them under the wings of this guy.
And here we have the Blackjack.
Yep.
Which is the Russian
Basically a
version of the
knockoff of a
fucking
Lancer.
B-1.
Yep. The
It's
B-1A, actually, if I remember, they used the A stuff, not the Bravos. So,
Yeah.
Once again, not terribly likely to come after you guys. It's probably going for a strategic target, but call it out. So it can be fucking murdered in the face.
it's good to know what it is. So,
Oh, if they send one of these things after us, we've severely pissed somebody off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody at a high
you
level,
have just
probably Putin.
supremely fucked up and you just deserve to die.
There we go. There's the double prop.
Here we go. And over here,
Is the bear.
Oh, I need to put the transports down. I forgot about those.
we've
Yep.
got...
Bilotti, you
Well,
want to
if
put them
we
down?
look
Get them.
If we look here, and if we look across the road, we've got
do
two
you mind?
different variants of bear.
Oh yeah, these are the ones.
Because I
was
never
thinking of
remember which
earlier.
ones are which.
So, this one is the one that's gonna come
No,
and
the
kill your
transports.
ass.
Oh.
Well,
That's
not
the one going for the
directly.
base.
Nope, that's
Yeah,
the one that's
alright.
going for the fleet.
Yeah, I got them.
Basically, that is the Russian Navy's bear. This is the Russian Air Force's bear. The difference is
Anyone got a Stinger?
This
Getting
right here.
buzzed by a fucking A10.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I was considering getting in that fucking Su-23.
See, the Navy fucked theirs and got it pregnant.
This one,
What is with the
This-
sack?
right here, is a radar housing. It's meant to fly around, and every so often that'll turn on because it's trying to find a carrier formation or a convoy or something. So this is a recon bear. This one isn't as big a deal because they're more concerned with finding shit than they are with killing shit.
I also use bears in ASW.
Yeah, this is the ASW one as well. So this thing is just kind of dropping sonobuoys and torpedoes. It's not a huge threat to you guys or us.
Yeah.
It's just kill it at our convenience. That one over there. So basically, no big bump, kill it.
What the
That
fuck?
was the tail gun. Those will fuck you up.
The tail gun will fuck you up, yes.
By the way, Russian bombers have a tendency to have tail guns.
Yes.
yeah, most of them do.
They're essentially
That's-
just a ZSU to
Because
stuff
fuck it, why
in the
not?
butt. Because why not?
So basically, if it's got a big bump, let somebody know, but don't really worry too much about it. No big bump, kill it now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the heavy bombers. I'll let somebody else deal with the fighters because
Now with the fun.
By the way, bears are
Bombers.
supersonic despite being fucking turboprop.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because they just have that
They're-
much engine power.
They are also as loud as fuck.
Alright, guys.
If there is one thing they're not, it's stealth.
Correct.
This is the Su-34. This is code name for NATO is the fullback. This is the Russian. Basically, what they did is they took a flanker and they said, we want to make a bomber out of it. So
Yeah.
instead of
fat
sitting
flanker.
front to back two-seater, they sit side to side like you do like in an A6. And they now use this pretty extensively in their Air Force. It is exported like fucking crazy. There's other variants. I believe the MKI, which is the Su-30, is a fighter variant. It's very similar to this. So this is the
30,
Su-34. So,
Still
Alright.
looks retarded. That side-to-side seating. No matter what country does it, still looks retarded.
It's so fat.
now
I
this
know.
is the Su-27 Bravo. Now the Su-27s, you don't need to be super specific.
This is a 30.
Yeah,
Is
you
it a
fucked
30?
that up, well. Yeah.
Oh, it is a 30. Okay, there's a 27 Bravo too, by the way. in
Right
the
over
back.
here.
But there's the two-seater, which is the 30, and then the 27 is there. So I believe it's this one's the naval variant. If I remember, there's one of them. It's the naval variant, or they have a naval variant. But
Yeah,
there
I did
is.
put
These
that
are
one out.
basically fighters.
The 33 and 35 are the
Hmm.
most common naval variants. I think there is a naval variant of the MiG-29, but it's
All right.
weird.
Okay. So yeah, basically these are fighters. Let us know if these are coming around, because that's something where if you see what they're flying around in, if they're flying those, they probably need to get the heck out.
Well,
'cause-
and they're also, they can also be an attacker though. So
yeah, be aware of that too.
they're the Russian F-18. They can do it all.
Yep.
Holy roll. Well, 15.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You know what I mean though. They can
Yeah. They're
They're-
multi-roll.
They're full multi-roll.
So that's the
Most of the time, though, they
27B.
run as interceptor.
Yep. So you guys should know what this one is.
Lookably at the A10.
Those ERs on the bottom?
Yeah.
I think so.
Who knows
That-
the NATO call
that-
sign?
That's
Yeah,
an
what's the NATO
Su-25. That's a
call
cross
sign?
foot.
Mini.
Foot.
Okay. Good.
You get a
And
cookie.
it's a T. That's the one that has the fucking night vision, isn't it?
Yes. Night vision. It's basically an upgraded.
It's the
The
A10.
T doesn't have night vision by default. However, if it's carrying the Mercury pod, it has essentially thermal on the bottom.
Okay. Well, there we go.
It can also carry a Elan pod, which gives it steam capability.
Yeah. So now we're getting into the Fulcrum series. So that should be the 29, I believe.
35.
That's the 29 over there. This is the 35. This
Oh,
is the export variant right here, guys. So we might see other countries use this. The 35 is what they export.
This is
The
the
29 is
MiG-35.
mainly what they're using. So But
There's
Once
also
again-
an SU-35, which is different.
Mhm.
Once again, fighters call it out to air.
And lastly, down here, but not least, at least for the fighters, this is the
Giant
MiG-25. There's also the MiG-31. Okay. There's the Foxbat and the Foxhound. So the
Boom.
Fox.
No? No
Denied.
sound? What?
No, there was
Don't
sound.
worry
You
about
said
it.
boom.
Yeah.
I
So
see a dead pilot, or should be dead.
MiG-25. This is one of the fastest planes that we'll probably ever see, guys. So this is the Foxbat. The 31 is the Foxhound. Okay. These are interceptors. These also carry seed munitions. So if we have anti-air or anything, they use these in seed missions a lot because they can outrun the missiles, or at least try. These were built originally to kill the XB-70, the Valkyrie. Because these things can go about Mach 3. So when we found out about these, we stopped making the Valkyrie. That's why it got canceled. So these aircraft are what did that. The Russians mainly use this now to kill satellites. They'll use them to intercept and go up in orbit and launch satellite missiles. So that's what they do nowadays.
Yeah, this is half.
There's the boom.
Yep.
And F-104 was the other half of what killed the
Yes.
Valkyrie. Stupid F-104 ruins everything.
Oh god.
Alright, but yeah, that's that. So we're gonna head back here, boys and girls.
Look, cancer.
It's an A50.
Mini
Yeah.
Where's an A30?
NATO code. What's the NATO code? What's the name?
I know it, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
That's its role.
It's its role. You're right. What's the name?
I'm calling it the.
Wait, you mean it's not meant to put a flying saucer into orbit?
Rotated.
It's called the Mainstay.
Okay, yeah, I would never have guessed that.
Yeah, right. So this has been their AWACS for basically 30, 40 years now, pretty much.
I dare you could say it's the mainstay of their AWACS.
Yep. This is on an IL-76 body, as you guys probably can't tell. And they've just added all the radar and stuff in there. So if you guys see this, it's command and control.
Oh, there's a nice
thing. So yeah,
And then
there you
there's
go.
the A10 being sluggish.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's basically. It's the C for fucking Family Guy with Stewie.
I'm mildly tempted to go get in the
Yeah,
Tunguska.
this is gonna be all radar. There shouldn't be
I mean, I don't think anybody would blame you, but then
I have
that
a
would start a
glandular
firefight. We
problem.
don't need that right now.
Oh look, Airbus.
You just reminded me that it's possible to buy a fucking Tor.
I didn't put the 225 down because they don't really have them, and there's
Well,
only
they
two of
don't.
them more.
They don't. They don't
Yep.
use them frickin' militarily.
They use
them
these, though.
commercially.
This is the AN-24,
C5, basically.
basically a C5.
Wonderful.
4 engines. It can. They usually carry the big vehicles with this, as you can see.
Haha, nose.
Yep. Watch the ramp. Yeah, you can put tanks and stuff in here. So if you see this, hey, there's probably going to be some big
Denied.
denied.
If you see this,
Man,
it's
what a
probably
cop
touched down on an airfield and is unloading.
Yeah. If it's in civilian markings, let's guys get pictures of it, and then we'll run it up the chain and see what we can find. That's going to be the big thing because they could use
This is
contractors
civilian
and stuff.
markings, by the way.
Mm-hmm. By default.
Oh good, nip that. What is that?
The nose closing.
Oh, there it is.
That's the one thing about these aircraft is you can operate the doors and stuff from outside.
Oh, now it's just
This is the AN-12B.
Hey Waller, shut up for a second. We're still catching up.
I know. Everybody here?
Mentally or
Looks like we're
physically?
good now.
AN-12B, as you guys can see, it's on the side here. This is an AN-12. This is Basically, I would probably compare this to the C-130. It's the best kind of comparison you can make here. This is the civilian version, so it is not going to be armed. It shouldn't be.
There are ones that are.
Yes, the military version, there is a gun turret in the back here on the tail.
I mean, all they've really got to do is pop that piece off and pop the turret in, and it's there. Because the cabin's still there.
Yeah,
Going
so...
for that butt, money. Going for that butt.
What's up? Don't shoot the A-10. Please don't shoot the A-10. Fine.
Guys, can you stop antagonizing?
I can do it.
So... Yep. Okay. Just everybody please don't. Thank you.
Self-control, children. Self-control.
Yes, please.
I don't know. They could use an RWR test.
So again, here's another useful. So yeah, transport. They use this for vehicle. They can put some vehicles in the back. Mainly, you're going to see this for airborne stuff.
What?
Yeah, if they're not using helos. So.
Because it's ARMA.
I know. But yeah, and 12s. So you'll see these a lot. Now this is the transport, big transport plane we use for our vehicles, but we might see this as well, guys. This is the Mavis, I believe is what is the call sign for that. That is actually known as the Cub. So, this is the Mavis.
Keep in mind, we'll always try and have ours in like that M81 looking camo.
What's interesting about this aircraft, as you guys can tell, it's got the same setup as the Bear does, so these can actually go pretty fast.
Horsepower for days too.
They're
Yes.
also loud as balls.
And they are loud as balls.
Yep,
So,
not stealthy at all.
If you see those flying over, the Russians basically swinging their nutsack saying,
Yeah.
come on, give it a go.
So, this one is the 78. There is the 76 as well, but it's not currently working, so we'll probably see these a lot. This is their version of the C-17, pretty much. That's who I'm going to compare. What I'm going to compare it to.
May, isn't it?
It should be the May, I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it is the May.
It's also the one that uses their refueler.
Yes, refueler, and they do have mainstays now. Like, so the mainstay basically uses the same frame. So, this is kind of their jack of all trades with their big airplanes. So, you'll see these a lot. These will be used a lot for their paradrops and things like that too. They'll tend to use these more than the 12s because they can deliver more guys on target. So that's basically it for the PID course, guys. You guys have any questions? Comments, concerns, anything like that?
When's that A-10 coming back?
Please don't shoot the airplanes. They're doing work too, guys. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought we were playing fuck games.
No, they are not playing fuck games. They're actually doing something. So.
They're doing aerial PID.
So, that's basically it. Everything here, guys. If you have anything, if you want to go through anything, go for it. I don't have anything else really planned today because it's already 6. So. My time or 7. So tomorrow for sure we will be doing some FTXs, so we'll be doing stuff. And for the guys that joined late, there is new uniforms and helmets. As you can see, I'm modeling one of the new ones that's like our camo. There's an ops core and a Mitch.
Bowler has the ops core. I'm currently wearing the mesh.
Yep.
Got it.
And so
there's a couple different camos, but
yes,
if you're looking for them, it's literally just ops core and Mitch, and it has the little puzzle piece icon.
Would you guys like Telly's back to the arsenal to play with kits there, Canther?
Hello. I'm good kit-wise.
I'd say I'd make sure everybody's good to go with the new camos and make sure everything's good. So.
Hey, Wolf.
Yeah, what's up?
You good with your kit? You've got acre radius.
I just
and
need
all
to
that?
save it, honestly. That's all I got to do.
Speaker
I would
radio?
say his helmet kind of.
All right.
It's multicam.
I'm gonna. Well, they
Well, there's 2 ways to get back to the arsenal quickly.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna take it to another personal. Our base got nuked, I think. So.
Did they bomb it?
I don't know, or if it was the missiles. It might have been the missiles.
Apparently those were going out in the ocean, so.
Yeah. Players, alright. Billy, I'm gonna take you guys to an arsenal, so.
Hey.
They're back left.
Clear! Oh goddamn, no reload, weapon jab, fuck.
Brexit, you're going.
I'm gonna go spook the pilots.
Point.
Really? Right in front of my face, star. Really?
What?
Right in front of my damn face!
What?
Am I a joke to you?
So, quick question. In this next round of missions or deployment or whatever you guys want to call it,
Cluckin'!
what are the weapon systems we're going to be able to employ as far as 5.56, 5.45, PDWs? What are we allowed to bring? Because I'm going to make loadouts for each.
So you got your 416s, you have your the G series we were running.
1 second, I'm going to get closer to you because I can't hear you over the gunfire.
Yeah. So we have the 416s.
Okay.
We have the G3s for our 762. We have the G33s for our 556 as well as another option. I'm not sure what the consensus is on the AKs.
That might be honest.
I think they're just in the pack. MG is we got.
Probably not going to be bringing an MG.
Yeah,
or if I do, I'll make a custom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
you
curious
want the carry
what
launcher.
you guys are wanting for like 7.62 and
Well,
5.56 and all that.
That would be a question for your team lead, not me.
If you do have to carry an MG, it'll probably be a 5.56 one, in which case you can 27 out of your ones.
I don't wanna step on your toes, Cantor, but if I'm bringing an MG, I'm bringing that 240 that I showed you guys earlier. That was a fucking laser gun.
Depends on the situation. If we're in a city, a 7.62 MG will be less than ideal.
Yeah, because that 240 was fucking amazing.
Have you tried the M60 yet?
Yeah, it just wasn't as good.
It was better.
No,
Why is the
you
M60
don't
the best?
understand.
It's a fucking laser beam.
No, okay, but bet.
Talk to Philly. The master of fucking MGs over there.
Yeah, I do this for a living.
Laser beam.
Yeah, L7.
And then we have this. Hope you're wearing it, pro. I'm spent.
And it's gone.
What one was it?
Right,
Was
it's
it this
got
one?
an MP3.
It was a discussion of fucking
Yep,
MGs.
it's this one. I like this MG.
Oh, the MP5.
Yeah, the MP5 with the grenade launcher.
Now, do you hear
Alright.
it?
And I'm spent.
But do you hear it though?
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking MG. Oh, weapon jam.
I don't hear the MG3. I need to go through and redo my stuff again.
It's not, I'm not firing. It's Canthe's firing that MP5 and it sounds like a belt fed.
Or are you firing now?
No,
Bro?
I had a weapon jam.
Mm,
Boom! It's the fucking barrel.
yeah.
That.
Yeah, no, I gotta go through and figure out why my sounds are all fucked up. So, I think it might be my JSRS. So,
Probably.
Have you updated for the last 2 years?
yeah,
Do.
I'll just have to go fix it later at some point. So,
Trying to remember which one it was. I know it's one of the 240s though that you guys have.
it was the Golf, if I remember, because I know we were playing with it. I think it might have been the Golf.
I remember it because it had actual like 150, 100 round belts instead of box mags.
Mm.
So I'm trying to find it now.
Don't know anything of what you just said.
Probably was an NI Arms variant, I'd say.
No, there's no 240s. It's a Cup one. Or
Where is it?
Is it the
One.
BAF GPMG?
it might be the
782.
Gimpy. Yeah.
I'll know it when I see it. I remember it has a fucking belt though, like an actual belt, no box magazine, and it was couldn't
That's
put
probably
optics
BAF.
on it, but as accurate as it was, it didn't need fucking optics.
What
That
caliber?
sounds like Cup.
7.6251.
Sounds like a base M60.
The L7, maybe?
Might have been one of the L7s, but I don't remember.
Yeah, L7's accurate as fuck, but it weighs like 15 kilos.
Yeah.
This one? No, cause
Is it this one?
no, that has a wait. What? What is that? Yes, that is the one.
L782 G.
He can't
he's
hear
not
you.
wrong.
There's fire.
Not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's really accurate, but it's also heavy as balls.
Yeah, weigh
Which one is
46
it?
pounds. L782 GPMG
Yes.
from BAF.
Yes.
There's a wrist too from Cup.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I love this thing so much.
Wait, what? Fedora, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Freaking Fossil wears that as the secondary cover. Or when he was here, that's Fossil had that. Yeah, there is new gas masks too. You guys didn't see that.
Yes. Z's gas mask.
Yeah.